life's quiet moments, when the ordinary is interrupted by the extraordinary, remarkable stories emerge. Such is the story of Reuben Swift and Joy Ringhofer, a tale that intertwines the struggles of a young father with the compassionate heart of a nurse. Reuben Swift, a father from Ohio, receives news that he has been granted custody of his newborn daughter. Excited, but also anxious, he prepares to travel to Arizona to bring his baby home. He makes thorough preparations, including checking all travel documents with the airline. Reuben books his flight and carefully reads the airline's policies regarding traveling with infants, making sure he has all the necessary documentation and confirming that the baby is eligible for the flight. Everything seems to be in order. Reuben lands in Arizona and makes his way to the hospital where his daughter is. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and click the notification bell for more amazing stories. He is overwhelmed with emotion when he finally meets his young daughter, who is being cared for by a nurse named Joy Ringhofer. Joy Ringhofer, the baby's former nurse, has a special bond with the newborn. Having cared for the baby during its early days, Joy is emotionally invested in its well-being. Reuben and Joy discuss the baby's health and the upcoming trip back to Ohio. When Reuben arrives at the airport with his daughter, he is told by the flight crew that he cannot board the plane. They tell him that the baby must be at least 7 days old to fly, a requirement he was unaware of despite previous confirmations. Reuben is devastated. He tries to get a refund, but the airline tells him it will take 7 days. Without money, a car, or accommodation, he and his daughter are left stranded in a strange city. In desperation, Reuben asks for help. He contacts Joy and explains his predicament to her. Joy, who had been by his side during the baby's early days, offers to help him in any way she can. Joy, touched by Reuben's situation, makes him a heartfelt offer. She invites Reuben and his daughter to stay at her home until they have resolved their travel problems. Reuben is overwhelmed with gratitude and accepts the offer. Reuben and his daughter feel at home in Joy's house. Joy welcomes them and provides them with food, comfort, and encouragement. Reuben is deeply moved by her kindness and begins to feel relief. As Reuben and Joy spend time together, they remember the baby's first days in the hospital. Joy tells stories and updates about the baby's health, which comforts Reuben. They develop a strong bond during this difficult time. Reuben contacts the airline again in an attempt to expedite matters. He fights his way through customer service and requests an earlier flight, while also juggling the care of his newborn daughter. The days pass slowly as Reuben and Joy wait for a solution. Joy continues to be a support, offering advice and company. Reuben feels a mixture of frustration and gratitude as he waits for the airline's response. Eventually, Reuben receives the news that an earlier flight has been booked. He prepares to return to Ohio and feels a mixture of relief and apprehension. Joy helps him with the preparations and gives him some final words of encouragement. The day of departure arrives. Reuben and his daughter say goodbye to Joy, who has become like a member of the family to them. They exchange heartfelt thanks and promise to stay in touch. Joy's kindness has had a lasting impact on Reuben's life. Reuben and his daughter board the plane and finally fly back to Ohio. The flight is calm, and Reuben reflects on the events of the last few days. He can't wait to start their new life together at home. Back in Ohio, Reuben adjusts to his new routine as a father. He focuses on providing his daughter with a loving and stable environment. The challenges of the trip are behind them, but the memory of Joy's kindness remains. Ruben and Joy keep their promise to stay in touch. They exchange news about the baby and share their experiences. Their bond remains strong despite the distance, and they continue to support each other from afar. Ruben reflects on the profound impact Joy's generosity has had on his life. He feels inspired to give back and look for ways to help others in need. Joy's act of kindness has left a lasting impression on him. Months later, Ruben fulfills his promise and arranges a visit with Joy. They meet again and share a joyful moment as they talk. Ruben introduces Joy to his daughter, who is now thriving in her new home. The story of Ruben and Joy's journey spreads and touches many lives. Ruben's gratitude and Joy's generosity become a symbol of kindness and community support. Their story serves as a reminder of the power of compassion and the impact of helping others in times of need. Binding bonds through beautiful tales. Thank you for watching.